What do I mean by the term flying monkey? Okay, so a flying monkey is somebody who enables an abuser without knowing the situation, the circumstances, or the facts. So basically, this all started in 2017 when, unfortunately, me and Clark couldn't work together anymore. I ended up recasting his character. Mason also had a short part in the film. He decided to team up with Clark. And ever since that day, I've had so much crap from them. But now they're going above and beyond, where they're literally going out on the internet and enticing flying monkeys, people that have never met me or spoke to me, and trying to basically put a bad name, bad rep on me. I had a notification to say a photograph had been added to the Rufid Lethal Dose page, which is separate from my profile, but I am linked to the film, obviously. And yeah, this picture came up. It's actually an AI photo. So it's my face, but the rest of it is actually AI. And they've put, I disrespect every man, and I lie, apparently. Now, the fact that they've used the word disrespect makes them sound like a misogynist. I know exactly who this person is because I've just sued them, and they're dealing with the High Court at the moment, so they're a little bit pissed off. So yeah, they can't actually do much on my IMDb anymore apart from leave really shitty reviews. If you go to this review here, you will read that the person that wrote it obviously knows me and is very close to actors on my set, and is aware of the co-producer. So this is definitely a disgruntled ex-cast member, or should I say crew member. And yeah, like he's literally wasting his time just literally stalking my IMDb and writing nasty comments like, do not trust Sammy. There's been a handful of them going around the internet basically telling people not to work with me. Apparently, I need to be blacklisted from the film industry. These men, there's about three of them, they seem to think that they own the internet, and the whole of the film industry. Like, it's a hobby. A lot of people are doing it in a lot of countries, a lot of counties, and they don't have sole ownership of who gets to make films and who doesn't. So the fact that they're going on like there's some Harvey Weinstein, I disrespect men, I lie, apparently. And if you go down to the trivia, you can see again, they've written a comment where they're saying that I cyberbully men, and who used to appear in my films, and I make false accusations. So this person has the mentality of a goldfish. They literally just are fixated on what happened to me in 2018. I don't think it's the actual guy that attacked me because he doesn't have much online education when it comes to using IMDb. Whereas the guy that I sued recently knows exactly how to use IMDb and has lots of false accounts. And I've had this done to me before where my face has been put up with a little slogan on it. But I think in the adult world, what it actually shows is it's me being trolled and it's me being bullied. Not that I give it much thought nowadays. I think it's pretty pathetic that, I've done enough work now to prove myself, and my worth and what I can do. And the people that have had issues with me on set, it's because they handed me the scissors. I don't have issues with everybody I work with. So if people have had issues with me, they need to question themselves why, and stop wasting their time stalking my IMDb's and trying to turn the world against me, because I'm quite happy with my circle and everybody that knows me, and nobody can change that. That's reality. You see, these narcissistic demons that try to bully and harass you on the internet, chaos demons, I call them. They really think that by sitting in their room and writing a few comments on your IMDb is going to change the perception of you. But when people really know you and can see what you've done, and it's powerless. And that's one of the reasons for me doing this video, is I wanted to share with my network exactly the mentality I'm dealing with. The fact that this person isn't just a random person leaving a review. This is somebody that's mentioning actors by name on the set and other cast and crew members. So I've had this many a times. If you go onto my IMDb and look at all my films, you will literally see how many bad, personal, nasty, spiteful reviews there are. And then there are, again, of course, the normal reviews. But yeah, I've been putting up with this for 8 years now. I've managed to sue one of the guys for copyright infringement. I had evidence on that. But unfortunately, when they're doing silly reviews on fake accounts and putting up silly posters with memes or writing on them, it's kind of just like, well, you've got to see it for what it is. They're accusing me of being the bully and harassing men and making accusations. I think their behaviour says it for what it is, really. Grown men talking about my sexual assault and calling me a liar when they weren't even there. So I would call Mason Fardo a narcissist. I don't actually have any reasons as to why he is so vile towards me, apart from he is friends with somebody that I fired from a production in 2017. Now, these guys have been part of a little group that have done lots of various different things, like you've seen previous in this video, for the last 8 years. But the most recent one they've been doing is enticing flying monkeys into the situation. So Mason Fardo likes to go onto his Facebook, put up a status about me, and then entice complete strangers into talking about me. So if you look here, you can see that this lady, Stacey Busher, last October, she basically put out a status tagging Clark Tribe, who is the guy that I fired, Mason Fardo, and another lady who's actually staying out of things now. But yeah, they back then, they were talking about killing me and doing all sorts of things. I shared this information online, and Mason didn't quite like that. He thought I was playing victim. So he now has been putting up other statuses, telling people that I'm trolling him. Trolling is when you do things on fake accounts. When you're putting up videos telling people and showing people the abuse that you're having to put up with as a filmmaker, that's not trolling. That's stating a fact and showing evidence. So it seems that these lads want to do all this shit to me, like attack my IMDb, try and make me feel bad as a person, and spread rumours around about me to make people think I'm a bad person. But when I talk about it and show people what they're actually doing and show their mentality, that they're acting like absolute children, they don't like that, and they try and twist it around. So what I've realised now is I'm actually dealing with a bunch of narcissistic enablers who are literally jumping in. I mean, if you look here, we've got a girl called Amanda. Don't know this woman, never spoken to her in my life. And she's telling Mason that I've blocked her, so I must have offended her. So you look at this guy here, Andy, he's going to keep an eye out, and my page is all about bad stuff. I mean, he's actually got people looking at my page that don't know me. If you go on to read a lot of the comments that Mason left, you can see him really projecting about how I've ruined his life. The most disgusting thing that I read in all of these comments was the fact that Mason is telling people that I lied about the sexual assault. Mason doesn't even know the guy that did it. He never worked with him on my set. So the fact that Mason wasn't even around me at that time, he wasn't there, he doesn't know anything that happened. He has no right to be going around telling people that I lied, because that just goes to show he's spiteful and will say anything that he can to make me look like the most awful person he possibly can. Now, I'm not going to read all these comments out from Mason because it is literally a pack of lies. And like I said, he's saying whatever he can to make me sound like some sort of baby killer. But yeah, he is so projecting. He's angry that Rufid didn't carry on. He's only got a really small part in it and it got on Amazon. So that's what he's angry about. He keeps going on about how I've ruined his life and everybody else's life. I don't have the power to do that. I've said that many times. Any karma you've brought on yourself through any of this is your own fault. And I will keep sharing with my friends and family all the stuff that they're doing to me, because if they weren't doing anything, I wouldn't have anything to talk about. Now, I'm not coming online and calling Mason names and stating bad things about his acting, yet he's online saying I look like the child catcher out of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I need to be sacked from YouTube, taken down, all my accounts, I need to be blacklisted from the film industry. You know, who are you to have those kind of, like, who gives a shit what you think what I should be doing? But this just goes to show he's a control freak and he doesn't like it when he doesn't get his own way. And to be bitching online with a load of women, as you can see, Louise Seaton has popped up in here. She was an actress from Rufid. I basically said to her I couldn't carry on working with her if she was going to continue hanging around Aaron Twin. She decided that she wanted to be friends with Aaron Twin, so I went my own separate way. And since then, every time someone slags me off online, she's in there popping up, telling everybody how I went feral on her. No, I just don't like being disrespected. And when I feel disrespected, I will disrespect back. So that's just the way it goes. I don't like working with people that take me for a mug on my set. So if I choose to walk away from you, that's my choice. The fact that you're still talking about me on platforms and trying to cause shit for me and attacking me IMDb late at night, well, it just goes to show exactly who the bully is and exactly who needs to do the growing up. I mean, Mason's 50 years old and he's bitching like he's some sort of 14-year-old schoolgirl. It's insane. You literally call me a liar because you need something to hurt my feelings with. You need to try and attack me. And for some reason, that's where this keeps going. It's kind of like, yeah, it was a long time ago and I'm over it. And like I say, this just, I wouldn't have anything to talk about if they weren't doing anything. So like I said, I'm going to keep sharing what happens as it happens. And it all gets put into one little page. And these people have already been outed for who they are. Yeah, it says it all for what it says. I mean, you only have to read the review to see that this person is personal, and they knew that I'd got rid of my cameraman. Chris Smith just happened to be the cameraman that day that we got rid of. Now, how would anyone else know that? Interesting, hey? But yeah, this is the joys of the independent film industry, guys. And I will be doing a chat on Sunday night, at 9 o'clock, where I'll be talking about this a little bit more deeper, and also telling you how to go about suing for copyright infringement if you have to put up with idiots like this. And also talking about our future productions as well. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on. But unfortunately, you get these little parasites that like to put up nasty pictures of you and take you back to things that aren't quite nice because they have nothing left to do. So yeah, I'm grateful for all the people that don't listen to this bullshit. And for all the people that do, you're not worth my time. Like I say, this has been going on for 8 years now, and they've kind of been showing more of their faces. Mason has never put his name towards anything before, until a few weeks ago, where Stacey Busher tagged them both in a threat towards me. Now, I don't know this Stacey Busher. There was another lady tagged in the conversation, Charlene. She later on admitted she'd never spoken to me, but she knew of me because people were slagging me off and telling them to block me on their set. So I knew these two had been going around bad-mouthing me for quite some time, but I didn't realise that they were that engaged in trying to, I don't know, make me out to be some sort of baby killer. It's really over the top. And the point is, all these people that are talking in this video are flying monkeys. They have no idea who I am. They have no idea of the full situation. they are listening to one side of the story. Mason's obviously going to back his mate up. So, yeah, like I'm putting this evidence out and sharing everything that they do. If they want to call that trolling, then that's fine. But that's not trolling. I'm literally sharing everything that these grown men are doing to me because they're acting like children. So, yeah, thanks for listening, guys, and have a great Halloween.